So this morning during my reading time, I opened up to God about, just how I've been feeling lately. I have been very busy with amazing things, amazing opportunities. I'm very much so a helper when it comes to my family and friends. And I felt like, I was left a little drained, like mentally and physically. I just was overwhelmed with a lot. And so I asked God, do I need to rearrange some things in my life? Like, what am I doing so much that causes me to almost forget about myself? And so he led me to Matthew chapter 8, verse 18 through 27. And basically in those two passage areas, it talks about the cost of following Jesus, and of course the story about Jesus calming the storm. And so when reading that, I was like, okay, I know this story. I've heard it before. It's pretty short. And I'm like, I know it's not going to take me an hour to read this. So Lord, what is it that you're trying to say? So as I dug deeper into the text, I'm like, okay, the cost of following Jesus. It's interesting how that passage was literally right before him and the disciples walked into a storm. So I'm like, okay, yes. So Jesus ordered them to go to the other side of the lake to depart from everybody. And they did that. So, of course, when you're being obedient, you can encounter a storm. I'm like, okay, Lord, I understand that. And so I was going on reading and I'm like, okay, yeah, the disciples had little faith. Okay, maybe I don't have enough faith that answers it all. But, I still need more information. So I try to move on from what I was reading, but I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it shake. Like, Lord was like, I need to tell you this. And he was like, right now, you're thinking as a disciple and you're forgetting what I was doing. What was I doing in the boat during the storm? And I was like, you were sleeping. He was like, yes, I was sleeping, but not only sleeping, but I was resting. Rest in what I've told you. Rest in knowing that, yes, you can help and do a lot of things for people, but you are still in a human body. And I even had to do that as your savior. I even had to rest my human body, knowing that in able for me to keep this up, I have to get rest. I need you to rest in what I've told you. Rest in knowing that you are saved. And that even if storms come, even if the boat is going crazy, since I am in the boat with you, nothing can take you out. Rest in knowing who I am. Rest in knowing that you are mine. I knew that. I know that my Father had a plan, and that boat was not going to be the end of it.